All the science behind weather, just talking about all of it, mixing Mother Nature and a little bit of luck, and boy, are we lucky to have what we've got.
Right, we really are. You know, roll the dice, but no, we get a better handle on the forecast, especially as we get close to it. And I think everyone on Friday night, what do they care about the most?
That's perfect.
The weekend.
The weekend.
Yeah, the weekend weather's
That's
perfect
right.
out there.
That's right. It's looking good tonight, but later this evening, the clouds and fog will roll back inland. So it is going to be overcast tomorrow morning. Another gray start to the day, but we should see some sunshine by the afternoon hours, at least a partly cloudy day. Tonight in Santa Barbara, looking pretty good, much sunnier than what we saw yesterday. If we can, let's switch that cam view to Pismo Beach. This one courtesy of offshoretheater.com. Look how bright that sunshine is beaming down on the Pacific Coast waters. The Pismo Beach Pier looking like the place to be. Now, today out across coastal San Luis Obispo County, it was a cool day. Temps only into the 50s and 60s in many areas by the beaches. 57 in Morro Bay, 66 at Lompoc today, 67 in Goleta, a pair of 70s in Santa Barbara and Ventura. Still warmest inland, but these areas were cooler than what we saw earlier in the week. Saw a high of 81 in Ojai, 79 in Paso, and 77 degrees in Santa Ynez. That was the peak of the warmth earlier today. How about where we're sitting right now? Well, these are current numbers for you. If you're heading outside, you'll need a jacket in Lompoc. It's currently 59 degrees here, 62 in Santa Maria with some mid-60s out towards Santa Ynez and Santa Barbara. Just some weak sea breezes out there this evening. Not expecting much in the way of winds. They should remain below 15 miles per hour through the overnight hours. And tonight we are seeing a few more clouds out there versus what we saw a couple of hours ago, and that trend will continue. All because of this approaching area of low pressures. It moves overhead across Southern California during the day tomorrow. It's going to keep that onshore flow pattern in place. And what that means is temperatures are going to cool down a little bit for the upcoming weekend. Saturday is going to be the coolest day. By Sunday, those highs begin to warm up. And then as we head towards early next week, you see it right there on the banner, warmer conditions expected as a temporary ridge of high pressure bubbles back in. This other low that moves in through the Intermountain West will kick up some winds into Ventura County, but otherwise early next week going to be a nice and comfortable forecast with highs into the 70s. Here's the thing, though. Doesn't last too long because by Wednesday and Thursday, that ridge breaks down, and then we go back to this old familiar pattern with the clouds and fog and those cooler temperatures. So tomorrow, the onshore breezes, the clouds and fog for the morning hours, it'll knock those numbers back down to the 60s across the south coast. Northern parts of the county, including the Santa Ynez Valley, here we'll see 60s to some very low 70s. And with that cool down, temperatures back to being a little bit below average tomorrow for this time of the year. Just 59 in AG, 56 in Pismo, 62 in Nipomo, and 68 tomorrow in Santa Paula. How about that Santa Barbara 7-day forecast? You see the cooler trends for the weekend, but look at Monday, 75, still in the 70s Tuesday, but I mentioned the warm-up. It's a short-lived type of event. So by the middle of next week, temps are back down to the 60s. Ventura 7-day forecast, 66, then 68. Look at that bump up in temps on Monday, and that is because we could be seeing some Santa Ana winds around Ventura, Oxnard, and Camarillo by that time. Santa Maria, 60s through the weekend with some 70s next week. And in the Santa Ynez Valley, a great-looking weekend out here. It'll be cool during the morning hours with 40 degrees out there by around sunrise, 45 or so. But then afternoon temps in Santa Ynez in the low 70s.
Nice.
So nice
really
weekend.
nice.
Again, a little overcast at times, but should be pretty good.
Okay, nice of birds off. It's so